Hello YouTube, how are we all? I would like to introduce you all to the latest version of my batch arcade game, Ampersand Hunters. The game is a deceivingly simple arcade-style approach to escape the pursuer. The hunters pursue you across the field relentlessly, not a great problem in the first couple of stages however. The pack grows in size and speed with each successful escape. The ampersands also have the ability to teleport to new locations, often catching you off guard. You'll definitely see an obvious influence to the game. Some context on the game's development. I started learning Batch last November, with no other programming experience, unless graphics calculators from nearly 20 years ago counts. This game started off as an exercise in plotting and displaying character movement and interaction with objects, and lacked enemies. The next step was to develop a means of motion for an object to implement a capture/escape scenario. Only one enemy was used at that point. One enemy was enough to develop the positioning concepts, but provided no real challenge. Of course, more enemies were called for, and dynamic repositioning, enemy teleport, was developed to mix things up even more. Flow of the game was still poor from a gameplay standpoint, due to the 1-second delay inherent in the choice timeout command. So I embarked on some research into non-blocking input within Batch. The result of that research offered two viable options. The X-Copy controller method is developed by Dave Benham for his Snake.bat game, and getkeys.exe by Antonio. My first choice was to make this pure batch with the X-Copy method, however I had issues with the redirections failing when the key file was being read and written simultaneously, causing gameplay to fail. My understanding of the handling of streams with batch isn't quite good enough to develop my own controller of the caliber Dave achieved, which left me using the getkey.exe utility. A very simple to use program, all that's required is mapping of the error level to the key. It proved to be far more stable than the X-Copy version. The main downside of using getkey.exe is that it's an additional file that needs to be downloaded and placed in the correct folder location. Adding sounds that has the same requirement makes it much less of a trade-off. Let me know what you think, and what else you would like to see.